Hi guys, welcome to my first wash post relaxa. So I slept with a hot oil treatment on my hair from the previous night. So I'm just going to begin by washing that off. So I basically mixed coconut, jojoba, and L'Oreal Absolute Repair oil. As you can see, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Absolute Repair shampoo. Just 2 washes are going to be enough, one to remove the oil and one to cleanse my scalp. My hair is not that dirty and you don't want to overwash your hair and strip it of the natural oils. So I'm going in with my scalp massager just to scratch that scalp, girl. Felt so good. I bought that scalp massager in Nairobi. I think I got it for like 200 bob in town, so it definitely came in handy. So I'm rinsing the first wash out before I go in with the second wash. In case you guys didn't know, massaging your scalp is one way to grow hair because you're stimulating blood flow to your scalp. So I highly recommend this, especially for people who have natural hair. Sometimes it can be quite tedious washing your hair, so this just makes the process easier, and it's only 200 shillings. I mean, if I do find an Instagram shop selling this, I will definitely link it for you guys in the description box below. So now I'm going in with my Tresemme Biotin Repair Conditioner. This stuff smells like heaven. I have not been to heaven, but I think it smells like this. And apart from that, biotin is also really good for hair growth. You do get it in a lot of your foods, but it's also good for you to just add it on top of your hair, especially if you have relaxed your hair. So I'm gonna let that sit on my hair for about 10 minutes before I comb it out. In the meantime, I will be mixing my treatments. I'm mixing the Mega Growth Deep Strengthening and Repair treatment and the Absolute Repair treatment from L'Oreal. I basically just take 1 scoop of the Mega Growth, which is more moisturizing in nature, and then I mix it with 2 scoops of the Absolute Repair from L'Oreal in an empty container that I have. This is essentially what I love about relaxed hair. I get to use very little product, which means I'm spending less money because my products last me longer. And also my hair is so manageable that it takes me very little time to wash it. So I love that for me. So I'm just gonna comb out the conditioner. As you can see, it's combing out really easily, which is great. No tangles. I was honestly so shocked that this is the only shedding that I experienced. I am bemused, as you can tell. Normally when I had my natural hair, I used to shed a lot. Like my whole bathroom would be dirty when I was doing my hair. So love that for me. So now I'm going in with that combination of treatment that we just mixed. I normally like to part my hair down the middle all the way to the back, and then I go in with the treatment section by section, applying it from my roots all the way down to my ends. You want to make sure that you don't use too much product, but at the same time the product goes everywhere. That is why you section your hair. When I'm done with that side, I move on to the other side and I literally do the same thing. I copied this technique from my literally my lifelong hairstylist in Kenya. Her name is Lucy. She's been doing my hair since I was a kid. This is exactly how she does my treatments, so I like to partition it the same way. Once I've applied the treatment all over my head, I just like to smoothen the 2 sections out and just make sure that I cover any places where I feel like I may have missed. Smoothing it out like this really helps the treatment to penetrate into the hair, so that's why I do it. I do see an immediate smoothing on my hair. I then proceed to put them up into 2 bantu knots and cover with a shower cap and like 3 other head ties. As you can see, there's a lot of treatment left over, and this is what we love. So here I'm just combing out the treatment, just making sure that my hair is detangled. And once again, there was little to no breakage, which we love, no shedding. I then went ahead to rinse out the treatment. Make sure that you thoroughly rinse it out. Unless you're using Mega Growth alone, they do advise that you can leave a little bit in your hair. So I did detangle one last time. Then I went right in with the blow dryer. Unfortunately, my blow dryer does not have a comb. I actually had to use a Denman brush, so that's what I'm using right there. If you're comfortable, you can leave it at this state, but I really wanted my hair to be flat so that during the week I would avoid combing, so decided to go in with the flat iron. You basically want to partition your hair so that you can flat iron each section separately, just to make sure that it lays down properly. I was going for that silk press effect, so you want to make sure that you curl inwards at the end of your hair if you are looking for that. As soon as I was done with the flat ironing, I went in with a pump of the serum that I use on my wigs and a pump of the Absolute Repair oil. So I just run that through my hair, through my ends, my roots, make sure that it's all evenly spread out. I then went in with my Amla Legend Anti-Dandruff Oil Moisturizer. Ideally, you are supposed to apply your moisturizer first and then seal it with the oil, but I interchanged those two steps and it's okay. I think it still works really well. As you can see, my hair is still very flexible. It's still bouncy, which is what we love. Last but not least, I then oiled my scalp. So this is the final step for me. I want to put a very small amount on my scalp. And finally, I tie my hair with a silk hair tie. Just push back, nothing fancy. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe.